This is problem number 2 from assessment number 2. In this problem it says, films may not be getting any better, but in the era of moviegoing, the number of screens available for new films and the classics has exploded. The points in the graph show the number of screens in a country from 1995 through 2000. The x-axis stands for the number of years after 1995. I'm going to underline that. So this is the number of years after 1995, while the y-axis stands for the number of screens in thousands, also shown as a line that passes through or near the points. So let's look at the x-axis. It says years after 1985, so they assume 1995 is year 0, 1996 is year 1, 97 is year 2, so on and so forth. That's a really important piece of information because that's what we're going to need to use to create the equation. It says part A, use the 2 points whose coordinates are indicated on the graph to find the point-slope equation of the line that models the number of screens y in thousands x years after 1995. So we're going to use y minus y1 equals m x minus x1, which is point-slope form, so this is PSF, to write this equation. First thing we need to do is find the slope. So I'm going to take 38 minus 25, right? M equals 38 minus 25, and I'm going to divide it by 5 minus 1. When you subtract those, you get 13 over 4 for a slope. I'm going to now take 13 over 4, and I'm going to use 1 comma 25, that coordinate, to write the point-slope form equation. And I get y minus 25 equals 13 over 4 x minus 1. Now remember, when you use point-slope form, you always want to plug in for x1 and y1, right? Leave x and y alone. This is the solution for part A. Now for part B, it says use the equation to predict the number of screens in thousands in 2014. So if we're going to predict the number of screens in thousands in 2014, we need to figure out how many years after 1995 is 2014. Well, that's 14 plus 5, so this is 19 years after. So I'm going to take this equation, I'm going to say y minus 25 equals 13 over 4, and then 19 minus 1. So I end up with, this would equal y minus 25 equals 13 over 4 times 18, which when I multiply those, I need to take 13 times 18. So 13 times 18, that's 234 over 4. So I get y minus 25 equals 234 over 4. Let's rewrite this up here. So we get y, I'm going to add the 25 over, so y equals 234 over 4 plus 25. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 4. So 234 divided by 4. And then I'm going to add 25. And it gives me 83.5. As my answer. So this is 83.5, and what's this this stand for? This is the number of screens. So if it's 83.5, technically, because it says in thousands, technically, it's 83,500 screens in 2014.